Sensational podcast, but MYB. It's today's session, guys. It's Monday. We in the market. Talk to me. What we looking in the market right now? Price open up high, open up low. It's doing its thing. It haven't really made a breakout structure nowhere. It's just floating around. So with that being said, people, you guys are grateful. You guys are alive. You guys are appreciative to being in the stock market. Appreciative to understand what is the stock market. Because whether you like it or not, bro, this is the only way of making that cash flow. Like making that cash flow and giving you guys the freedom we all want, right? You guys want to pretty much work on your guys' own base, work on that, work on that. But if you think about it, right? No one is really coming to save you. They always say that shit. No one is coming to save you. We understand that. But at least with this stock market shit, bro, you could really save yourself. Like you can really save yourself and understanding finance on the whole. Because if you think about it, right, in today's session, we can talk about avoiding beginners investing mistake, right? We can cover REITs, reinvesting wisely, and turning crisis into opportunity, right? Like everyone, like that Warren Buffett said, when there's blood in the street, you buy, be faithful, people greedy, be greedy, and people faithful. Like it depends how you interpret it, because if you think about it, right? How to avoid being, how to avoid beginners investors mistake, what REITs are, and how they let investing in real estate without owning properties, right? If you think about it, using REITs is a cheap version of real estate because it's like you buying a company on the stock market, but it's not really the apartment, the actual physical house. You see what I'm saying, people? So, how to reinvest your profit wisely into dividends when you do get that dividends paycheck. If you guys want auto let it renew over like auto savings, automatic investment, or take that investment which you get from dividends and put it into different stocks. So how to avoid beginner investment, right? So think about it, right? Most beginners don't lose money because the investing is hard. They lose money because they make predictable, avoidable mistake. Let me pretty much give you guys a clarified example of what I mean, right? Investing, for example, investing without a plan, right? Most beginners jump into blindly. They buy random stocks, follow influence, chase hype, or invest based on emotions, right? A real investor asks three questions pretty much. What is my goal here? What is my time horizon? And what my risk tolerance? Because if you think about it, right, it all comes down to your risk tolerance in the market, right? Trying to get rich overnight or trying to get rich quickly, that really wouldn't play out in the longevity of time, right? So people want 100% return instantly, right? They want that 8% dividend yield. But in reality, you got to get that 2 to 3% dividend yield because that's going to compound every week, every month. At 8%, on the other hand, is not sustainable. It's like it falling off a cliff eventually, right? So here's the truth. Like I said, fast money disappear fast, smart money compound. And in realistically, we want the shit to compound because long-term consistency beats short-term excitement every time, right? So not understanding what you're investing in, right? Warren Buffett said, like I said earlier, never invest in a business you can't understand or even explain it to someone. Like how I could even talk to you guys for the stock market. That's why when you guys come to me and ask me to teach you guys the stock market, I already did. It's on my stock market channel. Just watch the videos and then after that we can just talk about it. Because what I teach is the basic and by me talking to you without you watching those videos, you wouldn't know what I'm saying. Like you wouldn't get it. So that's like the basic. You must understand those stuff. Then you can move on to just talking through it. Then you can just go off the numbers and make a trade off the numbers, right? So mistake pretty much we all know the fear and the greed destroy portfolio, right? You can be up, you can be down, you're hopeful, you're fearful, whatever makes you happy, right? The market drops, people panic and sell. The market pumps, people FOMO. I'm happy. Like I said, people think about it, right? The market drop, people panic and sell. So if people panic and sell, you might as well place a put, ride with people selling. You play on people fear and greed, right? When the market is pumping, people buy. People buy when shit already high. So you might as well just get you a call because people buying it, right? Gets you a short call, right? You in and out trades, right? Like you like a little scalper type shit. Real investors understand this, right? Your emotional will always lose against the market, right? Discipline win every time. Consistency, because discipline don't really win. At least you're disciplined when you lost to. So discipline don't win all the time, but at least you're disciplined even though you're losing. So when you're losing, you're cutting your losers short and you're still making profit, right? So diversify across stocks, bonds, ETF, real estate, or even side businesses, private equity, right? Ignoring fees and taxes. Because if you think about it, right, you'll be shocked how many businesses lose thousands of dollars because trading too often, high fee apps, not using capital gain tax, selling too soon, slow steady tax efficiency investment always win. Because if you think about it, if you're the only time you should sell your stocks if you're like option stocks, an option stock should be leap option stocks, right? Or weekly because you're fighting with the time decay. That time decay will just destroy you regardless. Like even if you're a day trader, like the time decay, it will cook you. Like two candlesticks could just wipe out. John Cena explained to said a lot about Stephen A. Smith. John Cena, I'm predicting his last match might be against Edge. So right, people always want to talk about what is REIT. So REIT is like the short-term real estate investment trust, right? Think about it, a company that own intro products real estate. We got apartments, offices, shopping centers, let's see, hotel, medical centers, storage units, right? You can just invest in those stuff. For example, why REITs are powerful for beginners, low cost of money. You can start with $10, not 100,000 for a rental. No landlord responsibilities, no toilet, no maintenance, no midnight call, no repairs. Monthly or quarterly dividends, right? REITs also pay you guys the dividends, right? You guys look up what dividends they pay you. So now you're treating the dividends as a tenants. You put in maybe $10, $20 into these stocks, and every week, every month they're paying you. Maybe like a couple cents, depends on what you put in, and then it's gonna compound regardless. Like I said, you're in this to the compound game, right? So instant diversification. One REITs might own 100 of properties, liquidity. You can sell your shares. Instant, unlike a house, right? Types of REITs we got: equity REITs, mortgage REITs, hybrid REITs, publicly traded REITs. So what's pretty much are a equity REITs? Own physically property, like I said, physical property, like a physical house that you can touch and shit. That's the REITs, right? Mortgage REITs, profit for loans and investment, right? Profit for loans and interest, pretty much, right? A hybrid, a mix of both. Same as sativa, same as indica, same as hybrid. You guys know, right? So if you guys think about it, right, how to reinvest your profit, right? Like I said, like I always said, bro, if you're planning on reinvesting your money, the dividends itself, it help you with that. Because why the dividends help you with that? Because you're getting paid from the fucking holding the stocks, holding the shares, right? All you gotta do, use ChatGPT for your honest answer. And before you ask ChatGPT a question, say this before you answer the question. I need you to be brutally honest with me. I look to you as my mentor. Be completely honest with me and then ask your question. ChatGPT will start talking to you as a different folder. Her response to you wouldn't be the same how she was responding to you first of all. So you ask the right question, but before you ask the question, you have to put this in front of what you ask. I need you to be completely brutally honest with me. You are my mentor, and then type your question. Then you will see who chat you're gonna see. You can by speaking of it, yeah, but actually doing it, yeah. And like I said, right, how we can profit of the economic crisis opportunity. 2008, we all know that shit. The real estate collapse, stocks collapse. You guys could have buy them shit and hold it. But then again, we want to profit from it going down, right? Not really when it not going down. Because when you profit from the down, that's when the stock, the shit happen. Either you're day trading, because if you just buy the stocks and not day trading, yes, you can buy the stocks, but your stocks will take a hit if the prices go down, and all you're gonna do is buy more stocks. But you didn't profit from the downtrend. That's why if you guys also not day trading, but you guys could also do option. Like option give you the privilege of buying leap calls or leap puts. Like you could have all your shares. Yes, you have shares and shit, but you have no side like hedging. You have no side on the downside. But now if you buy like two leap option for puts, and just leave it. So in case the market do crash, at least you have a put there that's gonna return cash flow eventually. Because think about it, right? Why crisis opportunities, right? Price drop to discount, right? Strong companies survive and come back stronger. Weak companies disappear. Bailout, looking for bailout ready. That's where the Volckers come in and swap up the companies. That's what Warren Buffett is do. Warren Buffett, he damn near like a Volckers, come in and suck up the dead, buy the companies, right? Bail them out, whatever. Money transfer from the faithful to the prepared, right? Innovation exposed during hard time. Because think about it, right? It all comes down to the mentality and your mindset shift behind it. Because mindset of investor during crisis, they don't panic, they don't react emotionally, they don't try to time the bottom. They follow three principles: stay liquid, stay patient, buy quality assets when on sale. You guys know they say Warren Buffett got like a couple $1,000, $500,000 in his damn near cash. But if you're serious about building wealth, avoid beginning mistake. Learn about tools like REITs, reinvest your profit with intention, and always remember, crises are obstacle, right? Crises aren't obstacle. They're opportunity disguised as fear. If you got value from this, go fuck yourself. If you don't, go fuck yourself. Cause what I'm saying is shit that need to get done. I'm not saying shit that you need to hear and okay, that's it. On to the next video. No, all of my videos is shit that need to get done. Like you need to get done by putting $10 into REITs. Okay, I have $10 into REITs. They're gonna pay you $10 monthly. They're gonna pay you because what I'm saying is stuff need to get done, not just stuff to listen to. Right? Buy where the market is going down. Stocks are going down now. Buy some stocks. If you're going down, buy shorts. People, mind your business, bro.